How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Hey, wanted to ask you, some of these freshmen on the team just had outstanding first years at OU. What's some of the biggest advice you can give them going into their second season after those years? Just how important is it to know that that success, just you need to carry that momentum in going into year two after a solid year one?
Yeah, sometimes I just tell them not to get caught up in what the media says. Honestly, I know I fell into that trap a little bit, but thankfully I was able to pull myself out of that. So I just tell them just to stay within yourself and continue to do what it is that you do and don't get so caught up in what other people have to say.
Go off the beaten path a little bit, if you don't mind. What's it like to have Hawaii represented on the football program now with Dylan Gabriel? Is he someone you're familiar with? Have you met him yet or anything?
Yeah, I actually played against his cousin growing up, softball, and then I've always seen him at the field before, so I know who he is. We had dinner not too long ago. I made some Hawaiian cuisine at my house, and it was really nice just to like welcome him to Norman the right way, and yeah, I think he's gonna be super good for us.
Sounds good. Hey, thanks a bunch. Have a good week, okay?
Thank you.
Good, Abby Pittman.
Yeah, Jocelyn, I just asked Patty about your and the other seniors' goals for this season, and she mentioned that you yourself have some pretty big goals at OU and both in the game of softball. I was just wondering if you could tell us a bit about those.
Yeah, obviously I want to win again. It'd be nice to be the last team standing once more. I think you guys kind of know about the other record going on, but honestly, I'm just here to enjoy my last year, and I was kind of talking with my dad about it. And I was just saying how I want to enjoy every moment and just be present in every moment. And Coach Gasso said, like, you won't ever get this again. And I really won't ever get this again. Like, I won't get to grind the same way that they pushed me to. I won't get to play for these coaches again. I won't get to play with this team again. I won't get to wear Sooners across my chest again. So just kind of here to enjoy every moment.
Good, Ryan Check. You mentioned it, so I'll ask you about it. You're closing on the record, Jocelyn. How much of a driving force is that, obviously, but also it's so in sight. Is there any sense of having to balance that if you get there, once you get there, not making that just, continue to drive on after that?
Um, I'm not really thinking about it. Honestly, I know it'll come, so I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm enjoying every moment that I have, and if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but I know it'll come, so I'm not, like, pressed about it or nothing. But like I said, I just want to win another natty.
And then, real quick, maybe another one. During fall ball, I was talking with Patty, and she basically said um, your teammates have Babe Ruth walking around in the locker room every single day, and how silly would it be for them to just pick your brain for every single thing. Have you noticed an uptick of knowing each other last year, your teammates come to you and basically saying, all right, Jocelyn, I've got one more year with you, impart all this knowledge, stuff like that. Is that something you've embraced this year?
Oh yeah, for sure. I tell the girls all the time, like, if you have anything, like any questions, whatever, just ask me because I'm a pretty upfront person. Like, I'll tell you what it is. If you need help, I'll give you suggestions here and there. I really do take a lot of pride in my hitting, and I watch a lot of film on myself. I watch a lot of film on other people. I watch how pitchers pitch. I watch how hitters hit. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. So yeah, I'm just like here to offer any knowledge that I have, but they always know that I'm always a call away, even if I'm not here. So I'm always here to help them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good, Ryan Neighbor.
Yeah, first of all, Jocelyn, real quick, what were some of the Hawaiian dishes that you made for Dylan?
I made chicken katsu curry. So I feel like it's a big Hawaii thing. I was gonna make potato salad, but I was like, I'm too lazy. So we just had it with rice, chicken katsu, and curry. It was nice. It was good. I also invited Jonah Laula too. So he's transferred from UH, but I think he's originally from Vegas. So just a bunch of poly kids just eating food.
Very the pitchers this year? Patty talked about the different dynamic this preseason versus last preseason, the success that the pitchers are having against y'all as hitters this year. What have you seen from that group, but especially Jordy Ball?
Yeah, this group of pitchers is a really good group, and I think that they offset each other well. I'm very excited for what they do this year, and I can say that as a hitter, I'm very excited to not have to face them anymore. So, yeah, and Jordy Ball, you guys, like United States of America, get ready, because she is legit. She's one of the best pitchers I've ever seen, I would say, and I've seen quite a few pitchers in my day, and even on the Olympic level too, I would say. But yeah, she's one of the best, and I think she's going to be an asset to Oklahoma Sooners and hopefully one day USA. That's how good I think she is, and that's the potential I think that she has.
What is it that impresses you most about her, whether it's her stuff, her makeup, anything specific?
Yeah, definitely her stuff for sure. She throws the ball really hard for a freshman. I think she tops out at about 72 on a good day. And just her presence on the mound, she does not like to lose, and just as a hitter, I don't like to lose either. So it's good to have that healthy competition, but like I'll hit one off her and she'll strike me out and we'll just laugh about it after. So it's very good friendly competition, but she's a very dominant presence on the mound, and I'm very, very excited for her.
I appreciate it, Jocelyn.
Thank you.
Good luck this season.
Jocelyn, I was going to ask you a little bit about the facing of the pitchers in fall ball. Just what were those maybe first few days like, just as far as like going up against almost a completely new group? I mean, was it just, did it set in pretty quickly, like, oh, these are legit, or did it take some time to, kind of realize like this is much, much different than maybe what you've experienced before in practice?
Yeah, it's set in pretty quick, I would say. Obviously, like, first couple weeks back, you're still trying to get back into live, and you haven't seen live pretty much since, like, World Series probably, I would say. So just kind of getting the rust off, all of that. But then, like, it started to continue, and I was like, oh, I'm really tired of facing them. But like I said, it makes us better, we make them better, and it's starting to get a little bit better. Hitters are starting to look a little bit better, so we'll be ready. I know that's for sure.
You mentioned just kind of the presence that she has in the circle as far as just being a competitor. Was that from the get-go, just like her stepping in day one, just you saw that competitiveness? I'm wondering how that's maybe blossomed since her first arriving to where you are right now.
Yeah, definitely from the get-go, but I watched her a little bit when they played here in Oklahoma. There was a tournament in Shawnee, and they were playing against my old travel ball team, so I was watching her there and seeing her presence on the mound. Like, she held the Bat Busters down, no runs, I think probably like one hit for about 8 innings, so I was like, this girl's got some good stuff going on. But just as far as how she's blossomed, I think she's learned a lot, definitely facing better caliber of hitters. And I think it's only made her better, honestly, like facing people like me, facing people like Kinsey Hansen, Tiare, Jada, everyone you can think of. And yeah, I definitely think she'll be ready for season.
Thanks, Jocelyn.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh, it's great to see you. I think this is going to be great. The home run, becoming the home run queen of softball is something special. I got it. I watched Lauren Chamberlain. Lauren's the greatest hitter I've seen until you've come along, and you guys are very similar. Lauren had great plate coverage. Even when her back was hurt, she learned how to hit basically off one foot and one leg. She was tremendous. You've become such an awesome hitter with your on-base percentage, hitting over 400. I'm curious how much you've watched Lauren, how much you've talked to her, and how similar do you feel like you guys are as hitters?
Honestly, growing up, I didn't watch a lot of softball. I didn't really watch a lot of baseball either, but I think the reps is what set me apart. Like, at 4 years old, no 4-year-old is hitting 500 balls just for fun. You know what I'm saying? And just for me to do that at so young, I feel like is what set me apart from a lot. And my dad would say too that my hands are just blessed. So got that. But I do talk to Lauren a lot, and we're really good friends, just off the field, on the field, whatever. I think we are very similar in just how we approach the game. We like to have fun, but when it gets down to it, like it's business time, I know that. And we were just talking the other day, and I was like, man, it would have been so fun to play with you. She was like, we would have been in so much trouble with Coach Gasso, and I was like, you're probably right. But yeah, we talk a lot, and I watch her swing now that I've been here, and I'd say it's a little bit different, but the power's there, the on-base percentage is there, so we're very similar in a lot of areas, but also very different in a lot of areas.
Josh, if I can ask you one question. Tell me about the Olympic trials. We didn't get to see them. We didn't get to get into it. I was shocked you didn't make the team. I was patting that. What happened there, and what was your experience? What did you think about it?
I always had good experiences at the trials. That was my fourth one. So it's just good to meet a bunch of the people, a bunch of the athletes there, and getting to talk with all of the older people is definitely super cool. And I too get to ask them about their experiences outside of like just pro softball and stuff like that, and just how they enjoy it. And you know, like it is what it is, and the Olympics aren't for another 7 years, and hopefully I'll make it then. I know for sure I'll be playing then. To be an Olympian is definitely one of my dreams and one of my goals, and I'm going to accomplish that. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. But yeah, it's just not my time yet, but it's all good. Like, I love my country. I love USA, so any chance and any opportunity I get to play for them is a dream come true, and it's just not my time yet, like I said.
Well, it will be soon. Hey, good luck.
Thank you.
And, good luck on the season.
Go to Graham Hayes.
Hi there, Jocelyn.
Hey.
Appreciate you going. I'm curious, this is a team with so many big personalities and so many kind of self-motivated, high-achieving people. Where does Kinsey Hansen fit in that mix? I wonder if you can just give me a sense of kind of what her presence is behind the scenes for you all.
She's definitely a go-getter. We relate a lot just how we kind of go about things. I say she kind of takes things a lot more personal than I probably would, but that's what works for her. And if someone says she can't, just know that she will. But yeah, she's definitely a go-getter, and has a very big presence just kind of behind the plate. But I would say that off the field, she's super funny, and she's kind of quirky and weird, but in a good way. Like, she kind of likes a lot of Marvel, which is kind of hilarious to me. I'm a very big Harry Potter fan, so we kind of can relate on stuff like that. But she's hilarious off the field, and on the field too. She's just a presence. You'll feel her, that's for sure. Thank you.
Looks like last one, Jason.
Hey Jocelyn, I kind of have two questions for you. So the first one, I'm kind of just curious how you and Dylan kind of got acquainted once you found out that he was transferring.
When I saw that he posted that he was at OU, I like DM'd him and I was like, no way, like, are you serious? Blah, blah, blah. And then I ended up getting his number. And then when he committed here, I was like, let's freaking go. Like, this is so exciting. And what else happened? Oh, I invited him over for dinner and I was like, you know, if you need anything, just let me know. Like, sometimes we'll go get some ice cream together. Me and Jonah will all join, like, all three of us. So it's just kind of fun. But, yeah, I'm definitely very excited for him, and I know that he'll kind of get the recognition that he deserves here. So very, very excited to see another Hawaii kid in a Sooner uniform.
Awesome. Second question I have for you, you guys have a lot of new faces, but also some returning players this season. In aspects of Hope Troutway, what has she brought to the mound kind of as a graduate transfer, kind of off the field, but also on the field?
Yeah, definitely on the field. I just remember facing her at North Texas, and we always had some trouble with her. She was sneaky in a weird way. Like, I can't describe it. Her speed is kind of sneaks up on you. But I definitely think here now, just being under Coach Rocha and learning kind of the ins and outs of pitching and the ins and outs of hitting, I definitely think that she's elevated her game a lot. And I'm very excited for her as well, just to see her thrive kind of on a bigger stage. I definitely think she's more than prepared for this, and she's going to get what she deserves here. And as far as off the field, she is so freaking funny. She's just a pitcher. Like, pitchers are always a different breed, and they're so funny in their own way. Every pitcher is different, that's for sure. I've never come across like a pitcher that's the same. So yeah, she's super funny to be with off the field. She's always down for a good time too, and I know that if I needed something, she would pick up the phone. So definitely a super good friend too. So I'm excited for her.
Thanks much, Jason. Thanks much, everybody. We'll see you here in a few weeks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Patrick. Patrick, thanks.
Thank you, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick, appreciate it.